since I started my high school career. The way I started my high school, as a freshman, I figured, hey, new start, I can, try new things. And I figured my way of life was just like everyone else's, but it was going to change pretty quickly. I started experimenting with, weightlifting and started getting to that. And I have some really competitive friends who decide to mock me almost all the time, saying that they might be stronger than me or not. It causes me to push myself. And eventually, a guy, a senior named Jeff, came up to me and offered me steroids, and I unhappily said yes. And from there on, I did that my entire freshman year, and it just started destroying my entire life. From there, I started losing friends. I lost, respect from my family, even though they didn't know. I just was angry all the time. I had a very, very separate ways from them. I never saw my family for more than, I'd say, 30 minutes a day. I was always in the basement doing something or out in the gym. My grades were going all downhill, and at one point, one of my best friends was telling me that my way of life is wrong and I should be, change it quickly, or else I'm going to continue to destroy what I'm doing. And I beat the crap out of him. I threw him up against a brick wall and started punching his face as hard as I could, and I still have scars from his teeth on my hand. And I clearly lost him as a friend for the rest of my life. And from there on, I just saw what my life was becoming and tried to get myself off everything I was taking. And once I did, I fell into a very deep depression, and everyone was very worried. My parents were worried, but they still had no idea why I was like that. And so, being the loving parents that they are, they got me to a counselor who helped me realize where I was going, what I wanted to do with my life, what I had done, and it changed everything that I knew about where I was going and whatnot. And from there, I still wasn't feeling too well about myself, and being stupid again, I started taking drugs. Sad enough for me to say that, but I drank a little bit with people, smoked weed, and again, it just did not help what I was doing. And I told my parents what I had been doing, and they sent me to see a psychiatrist, and that was what really sealed the deal on what I was going to do with myself. I got more friends back, met people who just appreciated for who I am and what I can be, helped me realize what I was doing wrong. My parents started taking me back in. I ate dinner with them like every family does. I spent time with them all the time. And it just gave me a greater appreciation for what I truly have now. A nice, strong relationship with my family, good friends. And I know never to just think, what the hell, I should just do this. I'm going to think over exactly what I do from now on. And since then, never taken anything else, like steroids or any drugs or anything. I'm sober off all that. And here I am right now at SHIP, and I always thought I'd be going to college, but through that time, I didn't care. And right now, I could not be happier.